After a brief hiatus, I am back on my Necromancer. Everyone makes fun of the way I say that. Necromancer, sorry. Uh, level 40 on the green server on your mate. You can't see my name there because nameplates are off. But I'm just about to get level 41. It's been a pretty long hell level. And I do apologize for not recording anything earlier. I just kind of I've been playing a lot of classic WoW recently and kind of giving it up, if I'm honest. And whoops, don't want to cast that on myself. And I decided to just jump on P99 and see what level my Necromancer was because I couldn't remember. And he was level 22, which is actually higher than I thought he was. And I kind of just jumped straight back into it because I'm sure a lot of green players felt the same way I did. The first few months of green, it was just like everything was camped. Even my little secret spots where I'm usually the only one there. There's a line or there's people waiting. I have a spot in Lake Wraith with there's these aviacs that are on this little tower, and it's basically the last place you'd ever go. It's like Plan Z for most people. And I was there, and when I logged on last, just before I stopped playing green for a little while, there was a dude killing the one spawn there, and there was a dude waiting for him to be done, which I couldn't believe. It's this is not a good camp. So I kind of just gave it a little bit of a break, and I kind of wanted to wait till Kunark was approaching, because I love Ruins of Kunark, so I was kind of waiting for that to happen. Oh, can you see my whole screen in this recording? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll have to find out at the end. But I logged back on just recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, started playing, and all my favorite spots in Classic, pretty much none of them were camped. I mean, there's all the really well-known stuff is camped. A lot of the guards are in the sort of 30 to 40 range. Forget about going to Misty Thicket. It's a complete shit show there. There's because I remember on Blue and back on live, only Necromancers and Shamans would kill the guards in Misty Thicket. Nowadays, it seems like everyone does. There were no mages and human wizards and stuff killing them. So it's I guess people are hungry for that XP and hungry for the great platinum that camp is. But yeah, it's impossible. I would go there in the morning because I'm working from home at the moment, which is great because I can kind of jump on off peak, and it would still be there'd be a line. There'd be either one person that's going to be there all day, or there'd be a list of people waiting. But anyway, enough with that. I'm level 40. I've got some pretty cool gear. What have I got? I did the quests for this Shadowbound stuff. Not that. What's the other? Oh yeah, the gloves. Quest for the Shadowbound stuff. And the Robe of Enshroudment and the Harvester, which is such a classic item. That was something I was really excited to get. Because, it gives the effect Deadeye, which is basically infravision and see and viz. So it's just permanently on me. Which is fantastic. I love it. Especially as an erudite, it just means I never have to worry about having to cast infravision on myself. But yeah, apart from that, the rest of my gear is pretty standard, just stuff I bought in EC, I think. A few things were given to me. This was given to me by, I want to shout him out actually, Ozono, which he's a fan of the channel, and we've been chatting a lot, and also Daddy Pig here. He's actually got a channel himself too, so I'll link that in the description box. His channel is Daddy Pig P99, which is a pretty funny name. And then also Neton, Druid, who's been helping me out, which has been great. I've made some really good friends already in the last 3 weeks. So having a really good time on green. I'm currently killing these guards in West Karana. That's the Kinos Hills zone line right there. So this is considered Guard Tower 1. I believe. Whoops. And as you can see, I'm in Call of Bones form, which is a big deal for Necromancers. I know I'm saying Necromancers and everyone makes fun of me, but I tried to say Necromancer, but it won't stick, so I'm just going to stick with the way I say it. Yeah, so Call of Bones is level 34 spell. It's part of the Lich series, but it's a big moment for Necromancers, because you actually look like a bit of a badass. And also, it's another reason why people love to play Ixars, because it doesn't... I'm pretty sure if you're an Ixar in Call of Bones form, I think your HP either stays constant, because I think it's minus 8 HP, or maybe minus 6. And I'm pretty sure Ixar regens 6 as well, so I think your HP stays constant. I could be wrong, but mine certainly doesn't. I actually died recently because I was doing something else, and I came back and I was just dead. And I also didn't know that when you're in that little purple section, when you're like unconscious, you can't click buffs off. I never knew that. It could be a new thing for green, but you've just got to sit there. You've just got to sit there and watch yourself die, which is pretty funny. What else is there to report on? I mean, this is a really good camp. It's a level 30, I think, and a level 35 guard. I came here at level 35, and it was kind of tough. The 35 guard, who was a white con at the time, was a bit of a pain in the ass, but now he's actually, it's totally easy. I'll probably stay here till level 42, I imagine. And they drop a Fine Steel Sword every time. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to my brother, actually. He played really hard on green when it first came out, and he saved a box of Abu Kar for me, which is really nice. If you don't know, these used to just drop off any level 35 and above mob, and some people on the server just have, 15 of them on separate characters. But yeah, so I bought a bag of Sown Evil Eye. I wanted to camp it, but I found one in EC for really cheap, so I just bought it. So my bags are actually, pretty good. And I was saving for J-Boots, but I spent all my money in EC for an upcoming Twink Shadow Knight, which I'll be playing once Payneal comes out, because as you can guess, it's going to be an Erudite, I think. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Having a really good time on this character. I plan on getting him 50 in the coming weeks. It's definitely slowed down a little bit, but yeah, if you've ever played a Necromancer in this sort of level range, you know that it's just like 30 to 40, you start getting all your tools. You've got all your Undead Charms, you've got Invoke Fear, which is the level 34 Fear, which lasts for 9 ticks, I think, which just makes things so much easier. You can usually kill, like, a level 30 here, I can kill him in 1 Fear, usually. I'm just putting a leech on him. And the good thing about, I'm kind of over level for this camp I'm at, and I don't really need to be mana efficient. I just kind of like I probably didn't need to cast that, to be honest with you, but I'm just being lazy. Because Guard Azan or A-Sun is a bit of a wimp. And honestly, usually what I do if he's this low, I just kind of kite him around like this. So he has to watch me backpedaling. Also, I don't know if anyone knows this. I could have sworn when you're in Call of Bones form, you laugh. Hey, there it is, level 41. I could have sworn you laugh when you cast a spell, and I'm like, have I got some sort of thing missing in my settings? Because every Necromancer video I watch, you cast a spell and the little skeleton laugh comes out, and I was kind of looking forward to that. But it's not environment sounds, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I'm going to throw on to the end of this. I actually have footage from my Shaman on blue getting his epic, and I'm going to throw that onto the end of this video. If you don't want to watch it, just, you can just close the video now, I guess. But it's just a bit of footage I had that for some reason I never uploaded. And I've been talking to a few people that watch the videos and friends and stuff, and they actually didn't know that I did end up getting my epic. So I just wanted to have that on record. I think I'll just put it on the end of this video. It's already got my voiceover and stuff done on it, so I'll throw that on. But yeah, that's kind of where I am. I do plan on making more videos because I just got my computer all set up and my recording stuff all set up. But yeah, once I find a new spot, I'm going to make a new video kind of progressing up to 50. And then when P99 comes out, I'm going to make my Erudite Shadow Knight, and I'm going to try and make an actual like progressive video series showing him from like, 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. He'll probably be soloing a little bit, so I'm kind of excited for the challenge because I always, if you're a fan of the videos, you know that I've played a Druid to 54, a Shaman to 55, and now a Necro to 41, and also an Enchanter to like the low 40s. I can't remember what level my Enchanter is. So I was like, I've only really played solo characters, so it's like I should really just grow a set and play a tougher character. And I originally wanted it to be Troll, but the 68% penalty, was it 68? I think it was 60 or 68 or whatever it is. It's just too savage for me. I can do a 40, but 60 plus is just too hard. And I think it'd be fun to make a P99 Erudite. Actually, I'll show you how cool my guy looks now. This Necro only stuff from Temple of Soul is this jet black appearance, so it's very in tune with the Necromancer's look. But yeah, that about wraps it up. I will drop that Shaman Epic footage on the end of this video, so if that doesn't interest you, feel free to not watch it. But I'll throw that up there if anyone wants to see, because it's kind of fun. But yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon, and thanks everyone for your lovely comments and your positive messages. I did get a message that my audio sounds like I'm in a bathroom. Unfortunately, I've moved to a new place and my computer's kind of in a larger living room, so I can't really help that. So hopefully it comes through okay. Okay, Guard Justin's the harder one. Here we go. Yeah, and this pet's a bad boy too. My level 39 pet. Pets start getting really powerful. This is a low con one. I think he's a green con. Yeah. But when I get the highest con one, he double attacks for 39. And he's got innate dual wield. So sometimes it's like, you need to be careful with him. You can really only put him on when the mob is at like 60%. Otherwise he will eat the experience. Alright, I said that I was going to turn the video off like 5 times now, but I really will now, and I'll speak to everyone soon. Cheers, guys. So this was recorded in about, I think, late 2018, and I didn't do a voiceover at the time because we'd just finished up the fight in City of Mist, and I got my scale, finally. And any shaman knows how exciting this moment was. I remember at the time, it was like 5 a.m. at the time, and we'd been up for a while because what's his name, Lord, it's been such a long time, I think it's Lord Geosk, I think that's his name, in City of Mist. Usually takes like half an hour to get him to spawn if you've got a good group, and I did have a good group. I was with Azure Guard, and Reptox was there, and a couple of other mates were there, and we were just tearing through it, but he just kind of refused to spawn. And then when he finally did spawn, we killed him real quick. Got the scales, and now I'm just trying to figure out where this where this wolf is to hand it in, because there's 2 wolves in City of Mist, and you really want to hand it in to the correct one, because one of the wolves is in a hut and the other one is the one we're looking at right now, and he is for the final hand in. So you hand in the scales, and there you go, you get your Spear of Fate. Probably one of my biggest gaming achievements. I know for some people that play P99 religiously, like, this isn't a big deal, but for me this was a very big deal, because even on live I never got my epic. But yeah guys, I thought I'd just throw that footage in here, and then up next is pre-recorded footage of me using it, so hopefully you enjoy that. Well, so I guess we can move on to epic gameplay. Not epic gameplay in that sense. Epic gameplay as in I'm using my epic. It is just crazy. This has completely changed the way I play the game. I'll display it for you now. It's just crazy. I'm still kind of figuring out the kinks and figuring out when's the best time to reroute and everything. But essentially, you can kill. I reckon you could hold down 6 mobs very, very easily if you were focused and you knew what you were doing. I'm doing 4 at a time, and it's really pretty easy, the timing. So you start with an instill, which is can't remember off the top of my head how long that lasts, but it times perfectly with this. So you just, I mean, it's just crazy. I was excited about the JBB back in the day, but this is just nuts. The JBB is still a good thing to have. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's already come in handy. I was considering selling it and funding items for another character, but I don't think I'll be doing that. So here's the epic again, in case you want a refresh. So the dot slowly but surely ticks. So as you can see, I can't see my target. Oh, you hit me. No. What's going on? I can see my target. He's right in front of me. Okay, well that didn't happen last time. So basically it ticks for, where does it begin? It ticks for 11, and then it goes up in increments of 12 all the way to 179, which is good because you can see exactly where it's at. So if you do these in time, so I know that's the first one, that's the second, that's the third, that's the fourth. When his tick, which is going to be the highest tick, gets to 167, I know that I need to reroute him and I need to cast again. So now, see, if I waited another 3 or 4 seconds, that route would break and he'd come and hit me. You see his Curse of Spirits is just worn off. You don't want to reapply the same curse on them unless it's done its final tick, because otherwise you're just wasting time. You're not wasting time. You're wasting that final tick, which actually does the most damage. So like his is just worn off, and I hit him straight away. Then this guy, he's at 155, 167, so he's ready for an instill. And his is going to wear off now, and then it's going to hit him again. And I kind of messed up the timing with that guy. But you can basically see you could hold 6 down pretty easily. 7 or 8 might get a little funky, but definitely possible. And so the only thing you spend mana on is rooting. So he's at 155, 167, root, and Curse of the Spirits. So he's just wore off, and he only gets 2 seconds of breathing time, and then he's back in it. No, but it's just crazy. I can't believe I'm so happy about this. It's just so much fun. Like, I've never really experienced, I've been playing this game for a very long time, and I've never experienced something this powerful before. I was very excited about my JBB, and if you're new to the channel or you're not sure, this just has a click effect. I'll use it right now. You can use it at level 45. It has a click effect, and it does 263 damage. And you can click it as many times as you want. It's very handy. Must have for shamans at level 45. But other thing is the epic actually has a pretty good ratio. It's 20-30, so 20 damage, 30 delay. I mean, I wouldn't usually do this. I just want to kind of hit him. Yeah, sorry. Tried to be cool at the end there, and I kind of ruined my whole thing. And now I'm getting stunned. But, I mean, you can kind of see, if you time everything well and you're actually, you're focused on what you're doing, it's insanely easy to do. You've just got to make sure you know which dragon or which mob has which. What is wrong with this guy? Apparently I can't see him. There must be something dodgy going on over there. You just need to know which fairy or which mob has which dot, and you can kind of just go forever. Let's see. And once you've killed the mob a few times, you'll... Oh. Sweet. once you've killed the mob a few times, you kind of know how much a full round of your epic will do. So does about 40% damage. So I know that if he's at like 32% and I root him and throw another epic dot on him, I know that he's just taken care of and I don't have to really think about it. But I actually didn't do that very well. I mean, I kind of lost my focus at the end there. But usually I would be able to kill these 4 and literally not lose 1 HP and maybe lose 10% mana just spent on roots. It's just it's just nuts. It's so fun. Like, look at this. Just watching this guy's going to drop in a second. Oh, maybe he's not. So this is a great example of why the JBB is still a very handy thing to have. Just for finishing off. I actually kind of came here because I thought I was going to go to Kale, but then Kale didn't happen. So I just came to kind of test what I could achieve with the epic. And yeah, it's just insane. I'll show you this one really quickly. Hopefully this doesn't turn into too long of a video. But you might remember this area from a previous video I made a few months ago. So there's one there, and there's... Oh, they're my corpses. They had words, yeah. See, these guys aren't very good XP, to be honest with you. Oops. Yeah, just crazy stuff. And I want to give a shout out to Shamel. He helped with figuring out the quickest way of doing the. Whoops. Yeah, I always say this. As soon as I start recording, I just start playing like a fucking idiot because yeah, I had this very dialed in about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Shamel. He kind of helped with a bit of information with the multi-quest portion of this. As you know, my guild helped me out. There we go. My guild helped me out with this, so yeah, I'm really happy. And look, Reptox just said hello. Yeah, we just got a freaking... the guild just got a new primal weapon, which is crazy. They're like the best weapons in the game, I'm pretty sure. But that's pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, I'm going to show off a few more videos later on when I'm killing more interesting targets because these aren't the most interesting targets. But I just wanted to kind of get my bearings, figure out how to best utilize it. And I think I've pretty much figured it out. It's pretty simple. You just need to be focused, pretty much. It's like root rotting on crack. And I wanted to give a shout out to my guild too, Azure Guard. Really, really happy about getting my epic. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably know that I've wanted this stupid thing for so long. And oh jeez, that was quick. I wanted this thing for so long, and just to finally get it. I mean, I've wanted this. I was talking to my brother about it. I've wanted this item since I was in middle school. Or maybe high school. I was in like 8th, 9th grade. So yeah, I guess middle school. Okay, I'm not doing this very well. Sorry. So yeah, it's just great to finally get it. And I know like there might be people watching the vid now that are thinking like, yeah, look, I've had my Shaman Epic for a million years. I have an alt with a Shaman Epic, but for me, it was a really, really big deal. So I'm just really fucking stoked about it. It's one of those video game milestones for me. Kind of like getting a Thunder Fury in World of Warcraft or something like that. Not that I ever played a warrior in World of Warcraft, but you know, it's just one of those weapons or items that kind of define a character. And I'm just very, very happy to have it. But yeah, guys, I think I might wrap up the video. I mean, I guess you get the idea. I probably would have hated this video if I saw it 6 months ago because I didn't have my epic, and it's basically the main thing I wanted in any game. So I hope this isn't rubbing it in anyone's face that is trying to get one. I know how frustrating it is because that child's tier just is seemingly impossible to get. And honestly, I I'd already started saving up to buy a multi-quest. I had like 20k, which I've since spent. But I had about 20k saved up, saving for a child steer because I was like, this is never going to happen. Oh man, I'm really botching this. Sorry. I'm really botching this. Yeah, because sometimes when I'm watching someone else's video, I'm like, mate, come on. It's so easy to deal with what you're dealing with right now. Like, just reroute them or charm them or whatever. But not until you've done live commentary will you realize that it's very hard to think of two things at once. Okay, I think I've taken care of these guys. Because, I mean, if you were following me around and you saw that I just stopped the video recording right now, you'd see I'll be able to do all of this. No worries. Probably not. I'm probably speaking too highly of myself. Yeah, but this is probably my favorite part. Just like watching. That's where they're at. Just watching them rot. There we go. There we go. And there's the last one. It's still cool having the JBB. But I mean, I guess the good part about the Shaman Epic is it's very easy to rep for it. Repping for it was, I mean, it was time consuming, but it wasn't difficult. It was just kind of boring. I did it all the way up to Lord Giosk, or however you say his name, in City of Mist, which I'd recommend doing. And then just like, I mean, actually, I'll give like a little rundown on how to do it the best way and kind of the most fun way. But I'll do that in a later video because this video is probably already approaching like half an hour. But yeah, guys, thanks again. And I know a lot of people have been whispering me saying, "Where's your epic? Where's your epic?" So I was very excited to make this episode. And I'm very excited that people were kind of rooting for me for it, So thanks everyone that commented or talked to me in game and was like, you can do it, you can do it. Because apparently I can do it with the help of Azure Guard, of course. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for tuning in, and I will speak to you next time.